What up, YouTube? It's your boy, Count Blogathor, coming back at you with another episode of Count Blogathor's Metal Music Reviews, Unboxings, and Epic Rants. It is another long day for the Count. I'm running on 3 hours of sleep. This is just the typical thing for me because I'm very dedicated to this YouTube thing. There's not enough hours in the day to produce all the great content that I want to create, so I gotta cut down on my sleeping hours. You know how it is, fellow YouTubers. Anyway, so today we've got a little bit of an unboxing, actually, and I'll give you a little bit of background. So I get a lot of comments saying, Count Blogathor, how do you as a metalhead stay so trim, so skinny? You know, a lot of metalheads, they deplete all their energy by, headbanging, moshing, that kind of stuff. And they usually, in order to get their energy back, they need to, carbo load. That's how we usually do it. Before you get into the pit, you have a big plate of pasta. And that's how you make it through the day. A lot of metalheads, the larger ones, they also like to do energy drinks, which is not something I approve of. Guys, don't drink energy drinks. They're bad for you. Anyway, so people ask me all the time, Count Blogathor, how do you do it? And it's very simple. I don't eat tons of pasta because I have a very special thing. My baby is this vegetable. It's and I'm gonna tell you now. This is what I'm unboxing today. Is a spaghetti squash. You may see these at your local grocery store, supermarket. You might wonder, what the hell are these? What is that? Is it like a big zucchini? Nope, not a zucchini. It's a spaghetti squash. Totally different. Yeah, you can eat this as pasta, and that's how a lot of people do it. That's not personally how I do it, because you throw a bunch of marinara sauce on it, you're fucking ruining it. This is a delicious vegetable by itself, guys. You're really missing out if you try to cover the flavor. Throw a bunch of tomato paste on it. It's gross. Don't do that. The particular recipe I'm going to try to show you guys is actually my signature breakfast cups. They are just a beautiful thing. You have them in the morning, and then you're ready to get up and do all the metal stuff that you want during the day. That's important to do. You need to have energy. You need to start your day off right, guys. That's a metal tip. Metal tip number 1 from this video. So I'm going to show you guys right now how to cook a spaghetti squash. I may have to put the breakfast cup recipe in another video. I'm going to try, guys. I'm going to try to make this as compact as possible to trim it down and do some fancy editing stuff. But I might just not have the time. So we'll just roll with it. We'll see how it goes, guys. So first thing you're going to want to do to cook a spaghetti squash, preheat your oven to 400 degrees. You want it really hot. You want it hot as hell. You want this like something that Robbie James Dio would sing about, like hell and demons, that kind of stuff. So my oven already preheated, good to go. So you wonder, okay, what do I do with this squash? Do I just throw it in the fucking stove like that? No, you don't do that. You gotta cut it. You gotta cut it in half. I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. So you want to get, just like a big ass knife. You want the most metal knife that you have in your arsenal. And here we go. Let's bring this down a little bit. Yeah, check this out. So since this is a large spaghetti squash, you're gonna want to cut it lengthwise. Some people Some people tell you it's better to do it. Is widthwise a word? I don't know. I'm not a carpenter, but if you do it widthwise, then it's possible to get even larger, longer spaghetti-like strands. But that's not what I'm going for. That's not what I'm going to try to do. I'm making breakfast cups, guys. But if you're going to eat it like pasta, which if you're a big pasta guy and you're trying to lose a bit of weight, that's what you should do. Have it like that. It's a perfect replacement. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to cut it lengthwise. So I'm just going to fucking stab it. Right? Yeah. Like it's a person you don't like. I'm not Count Blogthor is not recommending you murder somebody. But it's like it's something you would like to do to somebody you don't like. I personally don't have anybody that I feel like that about. I would never want to stab somebody. But a lot of people do have aggression issues, and this is a perfect way to take it out. You know, get them out. Take it out on your spaghetti squash. So some people recommend you cut the stem off first, but I'm not gonna do that because I like a challenge. I like to feel like I'm really struggling with it because that's just more metal. You know, metal is about the journey, not the destination. This is already a hell of a journey, this spaghetti squash. Yeah, look at that. So this is what the inside of a spaghetti squash looks like. It's a very sensual shape if you really look at it. This is I'm not gonna tell you what this looks like, but it's you guys know. You guys know. Anyway, so the inside of the spaghetti squash, you see all the seeds, and there's all these strands and gunk. So you're gonna want to take a big old spoon, right? And just fucking pull it all out. Now I know what you're thinking, and that's Count Blogthor. If I'm pulling all this stuff out, the whole insides of this gourd, and I'm just tossing it away, what the hell am I cooking? And that's a good question. It's something that I wondered my very first time back when I was just a novice spaghetti squash maker. And yeah, don't worry about it, guys, because you see this, you see the whole inside. This is what you're eating. You're not eating this crap. This is all just a bunch of fucking gunk. It's not good. Well, you can save the seeds. You can cook them up like pumpkin seeds. If you like doing that. I personally don't think it's worth the effort. So you want to really actually get all this shit out because it tastes gross. It's nothing like the actual stuff that you eat. So anyway. This is a lengthy process here. I'm almost done. But I'll give you some background on the spaghetti squash, on this particular recipe that I'm going to be making. A little bit of background. I'll tell you what you guys need. If you want to make the signature Count Blogthor Metalhead spaghetti squash breakfast cups, you're going to need 4 eggs. So make sure you have that, and then just whatever you would put in a breakfast cup. You know, do you like sausage? Get some sausage. Throw some sausage in there. Do you like bacon? You got a thing for bacon? Like so many people do? I personally don't get the bacon thing. I like it. It's a good meat. but a little bit overrated, you know, little overrated. You might say, oh, Count Blogthor is just being a contrarian right now. Everybody loves bacon. Bacon is the, what is it, the candy of Mother Nature? Is that the saying? Mother Nature's candy? That's what they say? Meat candy, Mother Nature's meat candy? I think that's what they say. Anyway, I disagree. I think it's bad. Sorry if the visuals are a little boring for you here because I need to do this over the trash. So you got all this shit scooped out, and I don't really care that much that this isn't as cleaned out as it could be, because I'm just gonna be mixing it all into a big old pot with some eggs and shit later on, so it doesn't matter. But if you're gonna be roasting this and just eating it, then you want to get rid of all this shit. Little side note. I hope you're not doing this right now with me, but you should maybe give your squash a little rinse before you start cutting it, because who knows where this thing's been? Out in the dirt, sitting around in a grocery store. But you know what? I'm a metalhead. I like things a little bit gritty, a little bit dirty. So that's just the way I'm going to cook this spaghetti squash. So you have your oven preheated to 400 degrees. You're going to want to get out a baking sheet. Doesn't matter the size, so long as the squash fits on it. And on your baking sheet, you're going to want to lay down some parchment paper. Now don't do what I do and use wax paper. I did that the first time, and it didn't work out that well, guys. So don't use wax paper. Now, if you're going to be just roasting this regularly, you want to put some. You could rub this in olive oil. Just put it down in like every little crevice. Just rub it in. You take your time and rub in the olive oil, whatever you want to use to season it, basically. And that'll be good. But I'm not gonna do that. I don't care. I'm gonna be seasoning this later on. I'm gonna be throwing shit again into a bowl. So you just take it. You take your spaghetti squash, right? Open your oven. Tear off your excess parchment paper so you don't start a fire. Then you just pop it in. You want to let it wait for 45 minutes to an hour, something like that. Yes, I'm sweating because this is hard work, spaghetti squash making. So there you go. So this is the first part of Count Blogthor's the spaghetti squash cooking instructions. Yeah, 45 minutes to an hour, and I'll meet you here. I'll meet you here then. So see you guys in a bit. Metal on. What up, YouTube? It's your boy again, and it's about an hour later. I'm a little bit more awake. I've got a bit more pep in my step. I'm having my Count Blogthor signature metalhead latte macchiato, and I'm excited to take this squash out of the oven and see what we got. And I bet you are too, because why wouldn't you be? This is a beautiful thing. I can't say enough how beautiful this squash is going to be, because you're gonna love this, guys. So this is probably the most exciting part of the whole squash making process. taking it out of the oven and just having a gander. So let's go. Let's do this shit. I just want you to see the fumes waft. Oh. Okay. This. All right. It's not supposed to look like that. Perhaps I left it in too long. Perhaps there's just something wrong with the squash. Who knows? Let's flip it. Let's see what it looks like on the inside. Because it doesn't matter. The skin. This ain't the shit that you're eating. What you're eating is the stringy stuff on the inside. So we're gonna flip it open. Okay. So this is what the inside of the spaghetti squash looks like. This is a very moist. And if you're gonna be making some kind of breakfast cups, which is what I'm hoping to do with these, you don't want it that moist. So I'm gonna have to do a lot of squeezing here, and I'm not looking forward to that. It's not fun squeezing squash, but typically when the squash doesn't look like crap, you I mean, this isn't that bad. It's just a little moist. So wait for that to cool down a bit, and then you do that. You just scrape out the sides, and you could actually, if you want, you can just serve this with butter, some salt and pepper, and it's delicious. In fact, look, I don't even need anything on this. I just love this as it is. This is straight out of the oven. It doesn't get fresher than this, guys. That's fucking delicious, actually. Yep. Look at this. And you just peel it away. And it comes out in these delicious, beautiful strands. This is by far the best vegetable you're gonna find. This is maybe one of the best foods that you're gonna find, and it's very, very versatile. You can do so many things with a spaghetti squash. And in my next video, I'm gonna show you exactly what you're gonna do. You know, maybe I'll do a little pizza crust recipe at some point. I'll show you guys how to do that. But yeah, this is a wonderful thing. You should definitely invest in spaghetti squash, guys. So this is it. That's how you cook. This is how you cook a spaghetti squash, metal style. And yeah, this is Count Blogathor. Another episode of Count Blogathor's metal music reviews, unboxings, and epic rants. And I'm gonna put this away for now. And I'm gonna, or maybe make those breakfast cups a little bit later. I'm just not feeling well right now. You know how it is. Anyway, guys, have a good one, and don't forget to metal on. Oh yeah, and stick around for the next video. It's gonna be a great one. Metal on.